And now continuing our conversations with the candidates for governor, joining us this week is Delegate Heather Mizeur, a Democrat from Montgomery County. Thank you so much for being here.
Always a pleasure, Jeff.
What is the focus of your campaign?
We're running a campaign that is about improving Maryland's lives and living up to our greatest potential. We have an opportunity in this election to elect someone who's running for governor not because you just want the job, but because you want to do the job. And I have always been a doer. In the 8 years I have been in the Maryland General Assembly, I've found ways to expand health insurance for low-income children, family planning for pregnant women, protect our environment, marriage equality, job creation and development. But this campaign, as long as it is run on issues and qualifications and experience, we feel very confident about our opportunity to win. And I'm focused particularly on jobs in the economy, on education, and criminal justice reform. I'm hoping we'll have a chance to talk about all three of those tonight.
Within the Democratic primary for governor, which will be held next June, are there issues that separate you from your competitors?
Oh, there are plenty, and that's why we're really pleased that there's a 9-month campaign ahead of us for us to make those distinctions.
Well, give us a distinction. Who wants to wait 9 months?
Well, we can't just run around being thankful that our schools have been #1 5 years running. We have to acknowledge that we also have some of the most challenged schools in the nation, and that part of that problem has been the achievement gap that exists in our schools. And until we address what is the big issue that eliminates those barriers for race and economic factors is in early childhood education. We have done not nearly enough to make sure that we have access to universal pre-K and after-school programs that will actually eliminate many of those barriers and get us on a path to a greater footing. There are a range of issues where the candidates differ, and we're looking forward to having that conversation.
Your opponents, it looks like, will be Lieutenant Governor Anthony Brown, who has raised a lot of money and rolled out a steady stream of endorsements from elected officials, union leaders. Attorney General Doug Gansler, who has raised north of $5 million, has been elected statewide. Talk about the political challenge of overcoming a situation where you have two very well-known people in the race.
Well, I'm the candidate that really you're not supposed to have an option to vote for in this election, because Maryland's already a one-party state, and that means that there's not been a lot of competition at the highest level for these positions. Usually what happens is there's a guarantee that the establishment gets behind this guy or that guy with the money or the endorsements and is going to be the one to protect status quo moving forward. I'm providing voters a different option. It doesn't have to be with the guy with the money or the guy with the endorsements. It can be the woman with all the people. I've traveled all over this state, put nearly 24,000 miles on my Chevy Volt, doing house parties and fundraisers all over. We are building a massive grassroots ground operation of people who are really excited about a candidate that's not just going in there to play it safe for 4 years, just to get enough done to get reelected, but is willing to really tackle some of the big issues that are facing this state by bringing us together, thinking outside of the box, and really stepping up in a big way.
I looked at your Twitter page, and the little top, you get a couple of sentences to describe who you are. Yours says, candidate to be Maryland's first woman governor and the first openly gay governor in the country. How big a part of the campaign are those potential milestones?
I think it depends on who you're talking to. I mean, for me, that's not why I'm running. I'm not running to make history. I'm running to make a difference. But it is really exciting to have an opportunity to have a woman governor in Maryland finally. And there are many people around the nation that think it's beyond time for us to break a barrier in having an openly gay elected official serve at the highest level. And so that's creating a lot of excitement around the country and engaging people in our race. And I don't ever downplay its importance, but yet it's not my purpose for running.
Talk a little about your time in the legislature. Two terms, I believe. High points, any low points in that?
I really enjoyed my time in the General Assembly. It's given me an opportunity to get some really great things done. One of the first bills that I pushed through in 2007 was a bill to allow young adults to stay on their family health plans through age 25, and then the federal government copied that in 2010 in national health reform. Then we found an innovative way to find and enroll 50,000 more children for health insurance in this state. I partnered up with the Tea Party Republicans to bring family planning expansion services in Maryland. We've made sure that we do fracking tracking in a different way in this state, that we determine what are the impacts on the public health, the environment, and the economy before making a decision to drill. We got marriage equality through. All of those have been really high points. But then I run into issues that I can't get done just as a delegate, that I've got to be the governor to set the agenda on, addressing the achievement gap, reforming opportunities in the classroom for there to be a difference between knowledge and wisdom, and allow teachers the freedom and flexibility to teach in the classroom again, and not just this dedication to high-stakes testing. That we can have a minimum wage and have paid sick days if we also look for opportunities to provide small business tax relief by closing giant corporate loopholes that allow some of our companies not to pay a penny in their state taxes. When we take on these big issues and have conversations about how to do it better, Maryland is going to benefit, and having a new governor that will stand up and fight for these things is something that I'm hearing all across the state that Marylanders are ready for.
Delegate Heather Mizeur, thank you for coming by.
Thank you, Jeff. Great to be here.
Appreciate the time.